Yeah, plot twist. I'm the one who's late today. Hi, everybody. This is the sound check song where we check the sound and begin. Can you hear me? Am I clipping? Is the microphone plugged in? Is the camera pointing where it ought to be? Am I more or less in sync? Do I have my ukuleles and a cup of tea to drink? There's so many ways this can go wrong, so I sing the sound check song. Hi everybody. Hi Daphne. Hi Shell. Hi Alex. Hi Molly. Oh good, the chat is working. Okay, my name is Stevani. I perform as Sunday Comes Afterwards, and this is the July live stream. And some months I'm prepared, and other months I just sit down in front of a camera and hope for the best. And this is the second kind of month, but I do have some stuff. So if you haven't already heard this, I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but Tom Lehrer passed away yesterday. He was honestly about as good a way to go as you can get, as far as I can tell. He was 97. He died peacefully at home. So there's that. Anyway, this is... I'm going to attempt this. I'm going to take it really slowly because it has all the chords. When you attend a funeral, it is sad to think that sooner or later those you love will do the same for you. And you may have thought it tragic, not to mention other adjectives, to think of all the weeping they will do. But don't you worry, no more ashes, no more sackcloth, and an arm, and in, sorry, arm, no, what am I missing? And an armband made of black cloth will someday nevermore adorn a sleeve. For if the bomb that drops on you gets your friends and neighbors too, there'll be nobody left behind to grieve, and we will all go together when we go. What a comforting fact that is to know. Universal bereavement, an inspiring achievement. Yes, we will all go together when we go. And we will all go together when we go. All suffused with an incandescent glow. No one will have the endurance to collect on his insurance. Lloyds of London will be loaded when they go. Oh, we will all fry together when we fry. We'll be French fried potatoes by and by. There will be no more misery when the world is our rotisserie. We will all fry together when we fry. Down by the old maelstrom, there'll be a storm before the calm. And we will all bake together when we bake. There'll be nobody present at the wake. With complete participation in that grand incineration, nearly 8 billion hunks of well-done steak. Oh, we will all char together when we char. And let there be no moaning of the bar. Just sing out a Te Deum. I'm not even gonna try. A Te Deum when you see that ICBM, and the party will become as you are. Oh, we will all burn together when we all burn together when we burn. There'll be no need to stand and wait your turn. When it's time for the fallout and St. Peter calls us all out, we'll just drop our agendas and adjourn. You will all go directly to your respective Valhallas. Go directly, do not pass go, do not collect $200. And we all go simultaneous. Yes, we all will go together when we all go together. Yes, we all will go together when we go. Yeah, agreed with everything in chat there. Got all the rhymes and all the chords and way too many key changes, and TDM and ICBM is, yeah, amazing. So, probably the most obvious of the influences of my stuff. Anyway, how's everybody doing? I hope you're well. I'm going to have a little bit of tea for a second. And also I'm going to move the speaker to go to the headphones so that it doesn't actually end up being audible on mic whenever an email comes in. So yeah, I don't have much in the way of plans, but I do have. So, if you look in the description, there's a link somewhere buried in there for this group that's doing concerts in the New York area that all require masking, and that might be worth checking out if you're in the area, which is most of you aren't. But I can't announce anything yet, but if you were in the New York area, you might want to mark your calendars for, which date? I think it's August 21st. There might be something to announce at some point soon. I'm just saying. I mean, I'm not saying anything, but it's possible I have something to rehearse for. I'm trying to get, if not off book, at least as close to it as I can manage. Ooh, Pride Weekend in Berlin. Excellent. Happy Pride. So, let's see how this... Okay. Buffalo, 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 buffalo. Buffalo, 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 buffalo. Colorless green ideas, sleep furiously. Colorless green ideas, sleep furiously. Buffalo, 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 buffalo. Buffalo, 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 buffalo. The ghost actress dims the dashes. The ghost actress dims the dashes. The dashes have been dimmed by the ghost act that dims the dashes. Buffalo, 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 buffalo. Buffalo, 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 buffalo. Colorless green ideas, sleep furiously. Colorless green ideas, sleep furiously. Buffalo, 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 buffalo. Buffalo, 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 buffalo. Yeah, possibly the thing I'm learning is that going off book is a bad idea. I don't know. The other thing I'm trying to do is I'm trying to see whether I can... I tend to... You may have noticed in previous live streams, I tend to use multiple ukuleles, either the concert for stuff in regular tuning, and I tend to use the soprano or one of the others for in place of capo 2, and then the baritone for essentially capo -5. And it would be nice if I didn't have to cart around multiple ukuleles, so I'm going to try doing some things just on the concert with, yeah, just on the concert, and let's see if that will work. Somewhere in here I have, one second, I just, didn't I? Huh, that's odd. 1 second. Maybe I've got it here. Ah, here we are. Wait, I didn't... Okay. I imagine a biblically... I'm not at John Scalzi level yet. I don't have the ukulele equivalent of the Beast, which, for those of you who aren't terminally online, is a guitar Scalzi has. It has 5 heads on it, and I think, I don't know, it's regular guitar, bass guitar, and several other things. Yeah. The one on the door for decoration. Yeah. The one on the door, I do use that one, just not in my live streams, because it's either really quiet if it's not plugged in, which is how I use it, but if it is plugged in, then it needs to be plugged into an amp, and that hasn't worked out so great when I've tried it on the live stream so far. If I ever get around to moving back into the studio space where I have an interface, and anyway, there's stuff I might do at that point, but yeah, I guess practically speaking, it's more decoration than, certainly for your purposes, yes. I'm babbling. Anyway, let's see if I can do this one on the concert ukulele. Well, it's a marvelous night for a Doomscroll, with your battery charged all the way, and there's nobody else in the room, so my attention is on you to stay. It's a night where my rights are eroding. It's a plight that instills me with fear, and it feels like the height of foreboding, and I wish I could just disappear. You know the trolls come out, stir the pot, vent their spleen. It's a parade of awful news and takes on your screen. But I can't stop this long doom scroll on you, my phone. The outrage and the dopamine from you, my phone. Well, it's a marvelous night for sorry, wrong one. Well, the app doesn't stop recommending more new posts to delight and to cry. Beloved celebrities trending. I'm afraid to go look and see why. There are fires consuming Australia, and the Russians are bombing Ukraine. And in Texas there's a bacchanalia of new laws all designed to cause pain. And every time I scroll up, I just tremble inside. Though I know that you'll hurt me, I keep on bleary-eyed. But I can't stop this long doom scroll on you, my phone. The outrage and the dopamine from you, my phone. Well, it's a marvelous night for a doom scroll, with your battery charged all the way, and there's nobody else in the room, so my attention is on you to stay. Well, I confess that the stress is quite awful. It's depressing and surely a crime. Well, I guess that it's technically lawful, but it sure isn't quality time. I wish that I could quit you and be done just like that. And yet I know I'd miss you and the memes with a cat. But I can't stop this long doom scroll on you, my phone. The outrage and the dopamine from you, my phone. Yeah. Oh, and thanks, Alex. Yes, there is a spreadsheet that Alex just linked to, which has all the songs I ever performed on one of these live streams. So you can feel free to request anything from that. I mean, there's indications of in there of things that you're welcome to request and things that I'd really rather you don't. But I think it's reasonably self-explanatory, the spreadsheet. Because I have ADHD and autism, which explains both the fact that there are hundreds of songs on there and the fact that I track them with a spreadsheet. Anyway. Oh, okay. Actually, I'm gonna try... 1 second. I want alternate tuning. Long may he reign in San Francisco. Long may he reign in San Francisco. Joshua Norton spends his whole fortune to corner the market on rice. Not very nice Peruvian traders come with more grain, and it's plain that his plan's up in smoke. Norton goes broke. All the reckless dreamers, where do they all come from? All the reckless dreamers, where do they all belong? Emperor Norton, by proclamations, takes over the nation, you know. Protects Mexico, surveys the city. Don't call it Frisco, his script pays for meals by the sea. The cops let him be. All the reckless dreamers, where do they all come from? All the reckless dreamers, where do they all belong? Long may he reign in San Francisco. Long may he reign in San Francisco. Joshua Norton died on the corner, a pauper, no funds for a grave. The end of an age, local supporters paid for the casket, the masses came out, such a claim. Everyone came, all the reckless dreamers, where do they all come from? Some go to California and find that they belong. Yeah. In the regular tuning, your finger is clamped on the E string the entire way, sorry, not the E string, the G string. And that hurts. So just tuning it to A instead makes things a lot easier. I didn't figure that out until after I recorded the album, but I did just in time to put it in the songbook that comes with it if you get it on Bandcamp. And okay, cool. 179, interesting. Yeah, I haven't actually kept track. I mean, I have, but I haven't run the stats. Cool. Okay, let's do this one. This is... Honestly, everybody who's here, I think, knows the backstory on this, which is basically the Double Clicks have a song called Estrogen, and I, like a lot of other people, on first listen, heard it as Estrogen, and ended up writing this. I like Barbies and rom-coms and dresses, and other things taken as feminine. I'm afraid of misgendering guesses, so Doctor, oh please estrogen, estrogen. Doctor, oh please estrogen. I splurge on the fancier chocolate. It's dark, which is what I prefer. And when the guy hands the bar over, he says to me, oh thank you sir. And I'm wearing a skirt over leggings. He shouldn't think this would be awesome. To cope with this I need some chocolate. What are the odds? I just bought some. I like Barbies and rom-coms and dresses, and other things taken as feminine. I'm afraid of misgendering guesses, so Doctor, oh please estrogen, estrogen. Doctor, oh please estrogen. Either my hips are too narrow, or my waist is too wide, I suppose. It throws off my body's proportions, and sure like Barbies and rom-coms and dresses, and other things taken as feminine. I'm afraid of misgendering guesses. So doctor, oh please, estrogen, estrogen. Doctor, oh please, estrogen. It's not just a matter of looks, and I certainly don't mean to bore ya, but hormone replacement can do more for people with gender dysphoria, 'cause the outsides are not as important as the way that you feel within. And getting the right hormone levels can help you feel good in your skin. One more time. I like Barbies and rom-coms and dresses, and other things taken as feminine. I'm afraid of misgendering guesses. So doctor, oh please, estrogen, estrogen. Doctor, oh please, estrogen. Actually, I think this one is a bit out of season, but one second, where is it? Wait, where is it? Okay, this would be the easiest way of finding it. Right, that should. Oh, I see. It's in the next folder. Okay. Okay, this is, like I said, wrong time of year, but the message is... Oh, actually, no, it is Aubrey Turner's birthday. Aubrey of the Double Clicks, the band who did the original version of that song. So, happy birthday, Aubrey. Can I do this one from memory? Today is Aubrey's birthday, so it is time to sing, and hope she does not disappear with the help of a magic ring. She's a really hoopy fruit and a super shiny nerd, so let's not split the party as we all join in the words. We're getting older, live long and prosper. When it counts, may you roll high. Happy birthday to you, Aubrey. Have a fracking awesome time. You're getting older, live long and prosper. When it counts, may you roll high. Happy birthday to you, Aubrey. Have a fracking awesome time. So say we all. Probably should have done that in a different key, but okay. Anyway, this one. This is one of the earlier songs I've written, and I think the Tom Lehrer influence is probably most noticeable in this one. My birthday is a day for appreciating me. Send me messages on Blue Sky. Happy birthday. Hashtag Glee. Fill my Facebook wall with hugs that go on for many pages. But no matter what you do, please don't ask me what my age is. Some people age with dignity, take thinning here with grace. They trace wisdom and experience and lines upon their face. As much as I admire this, I'm not down with that plan. You can celebrate Geppetto, but my model's Peter Pan. Sorry, Peter Pan. When the earth goes round the sun and they're in the same position. Today I left my mom with some help from the physician. Get the party hats and cake, but beware your terminology. It comes down to my psychology, defiance of biology. Some say it's a pathology with unknown etiology. They call for pharmacology or tests of my neurology, but I'll make no apology. Despite all of my knowledge, gee, I don't accept my birthday is related to chronology. So join me on my birthday, tell me just how much I rock. We can go for karaoke and stay out past 10 o'clock. But if you question my denial, all you'll get is a cold shoulder. Because on my friggin' birthday, I'm not getting any older. Anyway. I feel like the style is only different, but the run of rhymes in the middle is definitely his influence. Anyway. Expecto Patreonum. Yeah, the song which I accidentally ripped off the title from Molly Lewis's first Patreon video, and I didn't realize it until years later. Do I remember how it... I'm not off book on that one. Okay, hang on. Soon as the load... here we are. It's the end of the month, hurrah, hurrah, the end of the month once more. All the creators on Patreon are rushing things out of the door, because we want to get paid in the deadlines tonight. I guess that's what deadlines are for. It's the end of the month, hurrah, hurrah, the end of the month once more. It's the end of the month, hurrah, hurrah, no waiting for inspiration. The rest of the month we can hem and haw, and perfectionist rumination, but we want to get paid in the deadlines tonight. The train is leaving the station. It's the end of the month, hurrah, hurrah, no waiting for inspiration. It's the end of the month, hurrah, hurrah, so let there be thanks and praise. So many updates are coming in, they're setting my inbox ablaze. It's kind of like Christmas, but happens online about every 31 days. It's the end of the month, hurrah, hurrah, so let there be thanks and praise. There are songs that I've worked on for many months, but this is the one that is done. I started to write it at 8:05 and now it is 8:31. I guess you could say that I phoned it in. I typed the whole thing with my thumb. There are songs that I've worked on for many months, but this is the one that is done. It's the end of the month, hurrah, hurrah, end of the month once more. All the creators on Patreon are rushing things out of the door, because we want to get paid in the deadlines tonight. I guess that's what deadlines are for. It's the end of the month, hurrah, hurrah, the end of the month once more. Yeah. I used to feel guilty about the fact that I, tend to have updates at the very end of the month, and then I joined somebody else's Patreon, and they literally post all their updates on the evening of the final day, and they post like 7 or 8 of them, and now I feel better. I'm not that far from the norm. I mean, I already knew I was within that. Everybody does this, hence the song, but still. Anyway. Well, everybody who does per thing rather than per month, I guess. Okay, I post like quarter. Yeah. But we appreciate the updates we do get. I mean, I guess in my case, I'm actually technically on Bandcamp Backstage at this point. I think I'm a free supporter of you on Patreon ever since one of the rounds when everybody left Patreon for a bit and then came back. I ended up in Bandcamp at that point. But anyway, yeah. It's cool. We love you. Sorry. Let's go. Oh, actually, I guess this is sort of appropriate, ironically. One Tuesday near the Jamba Juice, I saw a tiny shop. It was selling superpowers at $1,000 a pop. Now I was feeling really hurt. I was dumped the day before. I asked for vulnerability, and the merchant answered sure. Now laser beams bounce off of me. Bullets do the same. Sticks and stones can't break my bones. But what about the names? I wanted to be safe from pain. Wanted to be free. Turns out invulnerability ain't what it's supposed to be. I spend my day fighting crime, working with goodwill. 'Cause with great power, blah blah blah, I'm sure you know the drill. But every night I'm at the mall, looking for a tiny store. And if I ever find that one again, they're gonna hear me roar. 'Cause laser beams bounce off of me, bullets do the same. Sticks and stones can't break my bones. But what about the names? I wanted to be safe from pain, wanted to be free. Turns out invulnerability ain't what it's supposed to be. Just sign here, said the merchant. The fine print's legal jargon. But later on I read it, it clarified the bargain. Our service has limits, you're sure to find out. It won't change as for your stream is helped out. Your empathy won't be affected a smidge. Tell your best friend, keep away from the fridge. People may hate you in spite sorry if I was looking up in the middle over there. There's a spider who was dropped down and then went back up, and I actually like spider. I mean, I like the small ones, and this is small. They don't scare me, as opposed to the big ones. And thanks for the tip, Alex. Yeah. But you know, spiders and I have a common enemy, so I'm happy for their help. I'm not ready to do that one at this point in the stream, I don't think. Requests are still welcome. Otherwise, okay, let's do this one. Wait, what's clicking at me? I don't know. Okay. Hey Adora, what's it like in the rebellion? I'm 1,000 miles away. That means nothing to a hellion. Get a clue. Bright moon can't shine as bright as you. I swear it's true. Hey Adora, don't you worry about the distance. I'm right here to take you back when you get over your resistance. 'Cause we're friends. Together we'll achieve our ends. Come make amends. Oh, it's what you do to me. Oh, my lifelong frenemy. Oh, Adora, can't you see? Oh, it's what you do to me. Well, I mean, you're making it hard, Alex. Sorry. Hey, Adora, well, you've always been protected. You're Shadow Weaver's favorite. You're the one that she selected as her pet. Bet you think I'm in your debt. Oh, I just bet. Hey, Adora, I got nothing more to say. Maybe once you were a team, but now you've thrown it all away and left the horde. Who cares about your fancy sword? I say I'm bored. Oh, it's what you do to me. Oh, my lifelong frenemy. Oh, Adora, can't you see? Oh, it's what you do to me. You'll find it hard to keep your calm when I attend the princess prom where etiquette demands they let me stay. This time I will take the lead and though you'll try to intercede, your sword is coming back with me today. Adora, I can promise you that by the time that we get through, the world will never ever be the same, and you're to blame. Hey Adora, don't you save your righteous indignation. Though you had me playing sidekick, that was not my aspiration, just respect. I'm not a weakling to protect. Don't even try to interject. Why is this? Okay, let's try that again. Though you had me playing sidekick, that was not my aspiration, just respect. Don't even try to interject. I'm not a weakling to protect. Hey Adora, go get wrecked. You heard correct. Oh, it's what I'll do to you. Now I'm Hordax number 2. The rebellion will be through. Oh, it's what I'll do to you. What I'll do to you. Either Delilah and dear Theodosia have the same meter. Yeah. I'll leave that one to you, I think. But yeah. Okay, so that one I clearly need to practice more. For some reason, the bit at the end I always get knotted up in for some reason. Nice. Yeah. I should really rewatch it myself someday. It's been a while. I enjoyed it the first time around a lot, obviously, I guess. Catra is... Stevani is, in fact, not my favorite character voiced by A.J. Michalko. That's actually Catra. Okay, this, of course, is a Filk from the ships of the Northern Fleet. Swiggity swaggity, we're blowing up gravity, keeping the fleet in the air. With the help of our techs and some special effects, but those who oppose us beware. Our captain made bail, so we're gonna set sail to take on the Necronaut Scourge. They think they're immortal, but we have a portal. Soon they'll be singing a dirge. Swiggity swaggity, we're blowing up gravity, keeping the fleet way up high. For answers we're slope search and we'll sell lots of merch. So listen to our battle cry. Watch out for the tars of the sky. Updraft. Yeah. Okay. Give me 1 second here. Oh, I should also mention that Lizzie Hilliard is doing a birthday show this coming Friday. That one is not mask required, so not optimal in that regard. But she's extremely good. So also if you're in the New York area and you're comfortable with that, if you Google Lizzie Hilliard to find a link tree, and there's a link to it on there, I'm sure. Actually, let me do one of hers while I'm at it. Sorry, which ones of hers are my... I forget. I think... No, actually that one isn't. Okay, well, Train from Everywhere certainly is, right? So where do I have that hidden? Of course, I have it in 3 keys, and I didn't bother making any indication of which is the one that actually fits my vocal range. Okay, this is probably it. We sway in perfect unison, left knee above the right, matching bags of sleep beneath our eyes. A capsule of the world is in this little train so tight, with faces I can almost recognize. Nora reads the paper, Jeff thinks through the day, Melissa listens to a podcast on the CIA, and Ted is headed home to wife and baby on the way, on the 506 train from everywhere. Alice does her homework, Deborah's on a date, Amy is a runner, and Michael's running late, and Eunice asks how soon is the connection to her gate, on the 506 train from everywhere. It's just a short commute from here to the unknown, but I'm so grateful knowing I'm not going it alone. We sway in perfect unison, left knee above the right, couple bumps and rattles we can bear. A capsule of the world is in this little train so tight, the 506 train from everywhere. On the 506 train from everywhere. On the 506 train from everywhere. Yeah, come to think of it, she also has a song coming out this Friday, Oregon, which is pretty good. I mean, she's been playing in her live streams for some time now, so but now we'll be getting a studio version, so that'll be cool. The M.T.A. song, okay, yes. Hang on. Assuming again that I can find it. Okay, 1 second. Wow. Why is search not working? Oh, okay. Wait, no, why didn't that show up? That makes no sense. Okay. It's in the directory I was looking. It was alphabetized the way I was expecting it to be. Who knows? Okay. Let me tell you of the story about a man named Charlie on a tragic and fateful day. He put 10 cents in his pocket, kissed his wife and family, went to ride on the M.T.A. But will he ever return? No, he'll never return, and his fate is still unlearned. He may ride forever 'neath the streets of Boston. He's the man who never returned. Charlie handed in his dime at the Scully Square station, and he trained for Jamaica plane. When he got there, the conductor told him one more nickel Charlie couldn't get off of that train. But will he ever return? No, he'll never return, and his fate is still unlearned. He may ride forever 'neath the streets of Boston. He's the man who never returned. Now all night long Charlie rides through the station crying, what will become of me? How can I afford to see my sister in Chelsea or my brother in Roxbury? But will he ever return? No, he'll never return, and his fate is still unlearned. He may ride forever 'neath the streets of Boston. He's the man who never returned. Charlie's wife goes down to the Scully Square station every day at 2:15. And through the open window she had Charlie a sandwich as a train goes rumbling through. But will he ever return? No, he'll never return, and his fate is still unlearned. He may ride forever 'neath the streets of Boston. He's the man who never returned. Skimble Shanks, the railway cat, the cat of the railway line. Sorry, wrong song. Now you citizens of Boston, don't you think it's a scandal how the people have to pay and pay? Fight the fare increase, George wrote for Georgia, O'Brien get for Charlie off the M.T.A. But will he ever return? No, he'll never return, and his fate is still unlearned. He may ride forever 'neath the streets of Boston. He's the man who never returned. Yep. Skimble Shanks is indeed irresistible, and sometimes he just sneaks in there. Oh, hi, Ankari. Yeah. Okay, what else we got? This one, I guess. This is a simple little song to sing throughout the land. Try that again. This is a simple little song to sing throughout the land. It's not trying to be bold, it's not trying to be grand. It's not a song that's clever or filled with highs and lows. It's a simple little song, and this is how it goes. La 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 from the coming neo-Nazi juggernaut. It's a simple little song, you can sing it if you try. When I do, I don't remember that we're gonna frickin' die. La 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 smoke around us, and it's clear that we're all toast. Hey. This is a simple little song, it was meant for everyone, and like our whole republic, I guess it's almost done. I hope it makes you happy, and cuts right through the gloom, as we hold our heads up high and go bravely to our doom. La 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 la. Yeah, I don't know if you've ever tried singing along with that one, but that many consecutive laws is actually kind of hard. And yeah, every now and then YouTube does show this to about a zillion people, but mostly they bailed out in the first, like, few seconds. But occasionally somebody does seem to stick through to the end, so that's nice. Let's see, what else? What do I have that requires a capo too? I forget. I know they exist. I just don't remember what they are. These are a bunch of index cards with basically chords and sometimes very abridged lyrics, but none of them? Well, wait a second. I had another spreadsheet where I was trying to work out this sort of thing, and it's not open anymore. Of course, why would it be open? This is probably more trouble than it's worth. There is that. Yeah, I'm definitely happy of all viewers, regardless of how they get here. I'm actually always curious about people who get here outside of the people I know about, I guess, and how they got here. Yeah. If you're watching this an hour later, then welcome. Say hi in the chat or in the comments, and I can't find the thing I'm looking for. Okay, it doesn't actually matter. There is... I'm slightly confused because this really should have shown up somewhere in... Excuse me. Okay, doesn't matter. What else we got? This, I think. And the thing that I'm not talking about because I can't yet, there's one cover I'm strongly tempted to do, and that is this one. We'll say it again if you missed it. Some whispering poem was calling us home to a place we know never existed. Rich fantasy lives, our peace-bonded knives, and our hyperspace drives. Till that old wardrobe or TARDIS arrives. Fully rich fantasy lives, rich fantasy lives. Our comic shop dives and our Babylon 5s until something better than this world arrives. Fully rich fantasy lives, rich fantasy lives. I took that one a little bit too fast at the start and kind of got locked in. Okay, I got time for, I don't know, 2 more, I guess. Last call for requests. On list or off list. I guess on list is probably safer at this point, but you can still throw a curveball at me if you feel like it. Otherwise, I think we'll go with the Italian classic. That's Moray. When an eel to begin has a long dorsal fin, that's a moray. When it rends not with claws but pharyngeal jaws, that's a moray. See their feet swimming round a reef, hope your stay is brief, cause you better not linger. Though it's rude if they're in the mood and they think you're food, they might bite off your finger. When its skin is quite thick and with mucus it's slick, that's a moray. Sometimes toxic, they say, eating one's a bad way you can go. Were they in a cartoon, then they might have been voiced by June Foray. Pardon me, but you see, in the deeps of the sea, that's a moray. Another Tom Lehrer song. Okay, any in particular? I am at the point where I cannot remember any of my songs, let alone anybody else's. But I'm definitely open to the... do I have a line here? I do. Okay, let's see how this goes. I have not done this one in... Honestly, the spreadsheet will probably tell you when the last time I did this one was. You're wearing your squeaky shoes, and right there taking a snooze is a tiger, so how do you walk on by? Silently, silent, L-Y. You're a secret agent man who's after the secret plan. How do you act so they don't know you're a spy? Normally, normal, L-Y. At an eating contest you boast that you can eat the most. How do you down your 50th piece of pie? Eager, L-Y. On the lake your boat upset, and your clothes got soaking wet. How do you stand and wait for them to dry? Patient, L-Y. In the public library, you fall and hurt your knee, but the sign says quiet please, so how can you cry? Quiet, L-Y. As you walk along the street, a porcupine you meet. How do you shake your hand when he says hi? Careful, L did start a few minutes late, so I guess we could theoretically do maybe a short one, if there are any short ones left. If not, I guess maybe we should just wrap it up. No, okay, no, I'm not. I've learned my lesson on that one. Actually, yeah, hang on. One last one. This is from M.T.A's Jug Band Christmas. Yes, fair, Daphne. M.T.A's Jug Band Christmas, and I love it, and that's all I have to say about it. Do we get to play it again? Yes, agreed. When the mountain touches the valley, all the clouds are taught to fly. Thus our souls will leave this land most peacefully. Though our minds be filled with questions, in our hearts we'll understand. When the river meets the sea, like a flower that has blossomed in the dry and barren sand, we are born and born again most gracefully. Thus the winds of time will take us with a sure and steady hand. When the river meets the sea, patience, my brother, and patience, my son, in that sweet and final hour, truth and justice will be done. Like a baby when it is sleeping in its loving mother's arms, what a newborn baby dreams is a mystery. But his life will find a purpose, and in time he'll understand. When the river meets the sea, when the river meets the almighty sea. Okay, thank you all very much for coming. This has been fun as always. Have a wonderful month. I will probably be in touch soon about something that might be happening. I don't know if my foreshadowing has been blatant enough. Anyway, otherwise I will see you next month, 4th Sunday of August, whenever that is. And thanks again. Okay.